Welcome back to Star Wars Community. Today I'll be discussing the possibility that Benicio Del Toro will be playing Grand Admiral Thrawn in Star Wars Episode VIII. For those who are not familiar with Grand Admiral Thrawn, I will give a brief introduction to his character. Thrawn comes from the old expanded universe, the now Legends, and was a brilliant military figure and the only non-human Grand Admiral in the Imperial Navy. He used his loyalty to have his men fight with him against the rebels instead of using fear and brutality like Darth Vader. He rarely used his emotions to guide him in battle or life, but rather used his intellect and his abilities as an exceptional tactician. At the time when Palpatine was killed, he was away and would later return to take power after his death. So now that you know a little about Admiral Thrawn, let's discuss the recent rumours that Admiral Thrawn possibly will be coming to Season 3 of Rebels, which would lead up to Episode 8 next year, and I strongly believe Del Toro will be Admiral Thrawn, or at least a new version of this character. We know from his recent interviews he will be playing a villain, and for anyone who has seen Sicario would certainly agree that he is a complete badass and commands a strong presence on the screen. Now let's go back to the events of Star Wars The Force Awakens. General Hux was ultimately responsible for the destruction of Starkiller Base, and as such I believe Snoke would have lost some degree of trust in him due to his failure. With the loss in faith of General Hux and the combination that Kylo Ren is not well suited to leading anything more than a small band of men due to his personality and personal goals which don't always align with the First Order. For this reason, I believe there is a void that needs to be filled in the leadership, and Snoke would want to make use of someone more suited to leadership to take Hux's place. With the expansion of characters in Episode VIII, and the fact that Episode VII relied heavily on characters and ideas developed in the original trilogy, as well as the old expanded universe, it is a real possibility we could see the introduction of Admiral Thrawn in Episode VIII, and if anyone could pull that off, it's absolutely Del Toro. And for a bit of a bonus, here is a side-by-side of Del Toro and Thrawn. Yeah, I think they definitely share a similar look, well, if you had a little bit of blue paint. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, who would you like Del Toro to play in Episode VIII? A character from the EU or a brand new character? New Star Wars content Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays here at Star Wars Community.